Good morning. The new academic year is here and has brought along with it many challenges. But we will not stop because we at the Orbis school believe that the learning must go on. Welcome dear students. I am Olivia Mamani. I am a teacher of class 4. I will be taking online classes for EVS for the month of April. So children, let's get ready to celebrate learning because learning is fun. In the past few days, there have been worksheets that were uploaded. I'm sure and I hope that all of you have solved those worksheets. If not, then it's time to start solving them. Today's class, we will start with science, with the first lesson, which is Food Are Fuel. In class 3, we learnt about nutrition as a life process and also what happens to the food we eat. In this lesson, we will learn about the components of food and good food habits. This lesson will be divided into 4 online classes. The first 2 online classes, we will learn about the components of food. And the next 2 online classes, we will learn about good food habits. You have come back from school. You are tired and hungry. It's been a long day and you want to eat something. What is the food that you want to eat? Think of it. Have you decided what you're going to eat? Now think, how will you feel when you eat that food? Happy, excited? Hold that thought. Do you think you have made the right decision? Is it a healthy food or an unhealthy food? Now, how would we know that what is a healthy food and an unhealthy food? We would know that based on the components of food. There are various components of food, and based on that, food is divided into 3 categories: energy-giving food, body-building food, and protective food. So let's know what these components of food are. The components of food are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and water. So, to learn more about these components of food, let us go for a conference. This conference is called the Right Bite Meet. It is a conference of nutrients which will tell us more about the food and the food groups. What are nutrients? Components of food that provide nutrition to our body and help to stay healthy are called nutrients. So first we have Miss Carbohydrate, who's going to tell us about carbohydrates. Now what are carbohydrates? They are nutrients that give our body energy. They are also called energy-giving food. How do they help the body? Our body uses the energy that we get from this food to work, to play, and to perform all our daily activities. Some sources of carbohydrates which give us energy to perform the various activities of our daily life. We have Mr. Fatty Fatafat who will talk about fats. What are fats? Food that are rich in fat are called fats. They are called energy-giving food. How do they help the body? Fats help us to grow and keep the body warm. It protects our skin and also helps to absorb vitamins from the food. But there is a warning here. We need to eat fat in moderation. Let us look at some sources of fats. Remember, we need to eat fatty food in moderation. Otherwise, as they say, too much fats are not good for your body. We now have Mr. P protein and Mr. A protein who will talk about proteins. What are proteins? They are the ones that keep our body strong, and that is why they are called body building food. How do they help the body? Proteins are the food that help repair, build and protect the bones, muscles and other body parts of our body. So we need to eat a lot of proteins so that we can stay healthy and stay fit. Proteins are divided into two parts, plant protein and animal protein. Let us look at some sources of both the proteins. Let's go through some more differences between plant protein and animal protein. Plant protein contain less fat. Animal protein, on the other hand, contains more fat, but they are also richer in protein. Plant protein provide lesser protein. Animal protein provides all the proteins needed by the human body, and that is why it is called a complete protein. Now, since plant protein provides lesser protein, we need to consume it in large portions. And since animal protein is so rich in protein, it needs to be consumed in smaller portions. Plant protein provides nutrients like minerals and vitamins along with proteins, whereas animal protein provides only proteins and fats. We come to the end of our online class. Let us do a quick recap of the concepts that we have learned in this class. Firstly, we have learned we need to choose between healthy and unhealthy food. Secondly, we have learned how can we choose what is healthy and what is unhealthy. For that, we need to know the components of food, which are called the nutrients. Also, based on these components, food is divided into three parts, and we have covered two parts today, which is energy giving food and body building food. Energy giving food consists of carbohydrates and fats, whereas body building food consists of proteins. That's it for today. There will be worksheets that will be uploaded based on this class. Request you to solve them. In the next class, we will learn about vitamins, minerals, water and fiber. Thank you and have a great day.